Hey guys, what's going on? It's your girl Janelle, back transgender female from out of the BX. Just calling pretty much quick little update regarding my transition that I'm documenting. I'm now 9 months in. I did my 9 month update, which I'll be posting soon. But I'm excited. I got my new weave, Brazilian body wave, and I'm loving it. I'm loving the look. Got my lashes done for the first time. Got eyelash extensions. I don't know if you can see them because the lighting in here is so horrible. But I got eyelash extensions and I've been keeping it together. I feel that as a transgender female, I need to keep myself even more on point than a real female because, like, we're looked down on and it's like we're being a fake female. So I have to be on point with my hair, my nails. I gotta keep everything cute and sexy and make sure I'm on point. So if you're gonna look at me and say, "Oh, and that bitch is a tranny or a she-male," or the other derogatory names that they use to describe girls like me, at least you'll be able to say, "Well, she looks good. She keeps herself together." But I want to talk about guys and their insecurities. Like now, it's easy for me to see when a guy is not comfortable with his sexuality, as opposed to a guy who is comfortable with his sexuality. Now, a straight man, he'll look at me because I am an attractive girl. But then he'll realize I'm a tranny and his interest is gone. At that point, he won't even acknowledge me anymore. Because at first he thought I was a female, and now that he knows that I'm not what he wants, he's no longer interested because he's not into that. Now, a guy who's not comfortable with his sexuality and being around a girl like me bothers him. Guys like that are the type of guys who try to get as far away from you as possible, or hide or run because they think maybe you want them or you want to suck their dick or something. Oh, because I'm a tranny, I'm a faggot, and I'm after him. I don't know, but it just be so funny. And it always seems to be the guys that I'm paying no mind that are not in the least bit attractive to me that act that way. Like, one day I was sitting on a train coming from Brooklyn, and I was sitting down in one of the corner seats next to some young black guy, from the hood, I guess. And I'm sitting there reading my magazine, flip through the pages, mind you, I didn't even know how he looked because I didn't pay him any mind. But he was saying something to me, and I didn't know what he was saying. So when I turned around and said what he was saying and faced him, he was saying, how my elbow keeps rubbing his, or I keep brushing his arm, and he doesn't want anyone touching him, or so I was like, oh well, it's not on purpose. Like, I mean, we're on a train, it's moving. I'm reading my magazine. I'm not trying to like rub elbows with you, like, but he just was going on and on about I'm not going to tell you no more, don't touch me, and this and that. And I'm like, I don't got time for this. So eventually he ended up asking some other guy, man, if he wanted to sit down, and he let the man sit down, and he got up and stood up because I guess he didn't want to sit next to a tranny because my elbow brushed against his. And I guess that somehow made him gay or whatever. I don't know. It was just so stupid because I know for a fact that if I was a real girl, he wouldn't have said anything to me. Or if I was a guy that was bigger than him that looked like I would have knocked his ass out, he wouldn't have said anything to me. He was only doing that because I was a tranny and he was sitting next to me on a train. He felt uncomfortable about that. And the fact that my elbow touched his elbow, that was a problem. He wanted a problem. I didn't give it to him because I'm a lady and I don't have time for that. If you're not comfortable with your sexuality, that's your problem, not mine, because I'm very comfortable with mine. But yeah, it's like the guys who aren't comfortable with their sexuality, they always gotta try to say something slick or try to attack me verbally. Or I mean, I don't get guys who straight up and down disrespect me, but I get like little comments. I hear them go, "Oh, girl, that's a nigga, that's a man," or like one time some guys were walking. I'm coming home from work, mind my business. These two guys were walking. I saw them coming, so I straight ahead. I don't pay any guys any mind when I'm in the street. I'm straight ahead. So I see them, they all in my face, which usually happens. Guys usually always stare or break their necks to look at me. to see how I look. And I guess they, caught on to what it was. So it was some other guy who was walking behind me the whole time. And when I was walking by him, I heard him say something like, yo, watch out, chill, that's a faggot right there. Or whatever they said. But what was the point of that? Y'all, because y'all was looking at me, y'all was all on my face. Y'all felt like full, like I deceived y'all. Like your sexuality has been challenged. So you had to redeem your straightness and your masculinity. So what was the point of telling him that though? Like as if he was trying to holler at me or something. I don't know, maybe he was. But it was just like guys are so corny nowadays. The guys on my block, they used to bother me at first because honestly, they saw the whole transformation. They saw me go from a hood DL straight looking boy to a transgender female. So they like are gagging, and at first they always would say they little slick shit and try to tease me and bother me. And I would never pay it no mind. I was always classy about it. I would just fling my hair and keep it pushing. I'd say something like, whatever, y'all niggas know I look good. It don't matter. But they do now because they don't bother me anymore. They see me coming through looking better than half the bitches that walk through here. So it is what it is. I know I'm not 100% passable yet. I still got some progress to go. It's only been 9 months, but hey, look where I'm at now. I don't think it's better. So everyone starts from somewhere, and this is where I'm at now. And to all the girls like me that are in that transition, I know it's like you want to hurry up and be passable already. You want nobody to know, but for who knows? For me, I might not ever be 100% passable. But hey, as long as I'm a beautiful transgender female and I'm happy, that's all that matters. Because I realize I'm not doing this for a guy. I'm not doing this for love. I'm doing this for me to be happy. And I'm happy. I love being a girl. I love getting my hair done, my nails done, my eyebrows waxed. I love my lashes. I just love it. And I'm gonna be a classy lady.